Like, yo, Cardi B, you got to give it at least like 7 days before you pop out back with a nigga. Like, you got to give it a grace period, like 7 days. Like, yo, the nigga, we just heard testimony that he smashed like 10 chicks. 10. You gotta give a dick a little bit room to breathe. Give it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So it looks like Cardi B is not wasting any time because she has been spotted back out in public with Stefon Diggs. And the timing here is worth paying attention to because this is happening right after Diggs walked away from a strangulation case that had been filed against him. Now, let's put this in context because a lot has come out about Stefon Diggs over the past few months alone. There have been multiple reports suggesting he was involved with several of his own employees at the same time. And if that wasn't enough, there was the whole Super Bowl situation, which, if you followed it, was genuinely something else. According to reports, Diggs had multiple women in attendance that night. Baby mothers, women on the side, and Cardi B was apparently fully aware of what was going on around her. She reportedly spent $2 million to be there. And instead of getting his undivided attention, she had to watch him lose the game while the rest of that circus played out around her. And yet, here they are, back together. Which says something interesting, because this is a woman who did not extend this kind of grace to Offset. After everything that went public with him, that relationship was done. No extended chances, no public reconciliation tour. But Stefon Diggs, apparently, is getting a very different response. So whatever it is she sees in him, it must run pretty deep, because by any reasonable measure, the things she's choosing to look past here are significant.
Tell y'all about this whole Cardi B shit, man. How the hell Cardi B left one cheater to go get a bigger cheater, man? This shit don't make no sense, right? So apparently now what ended up happening is that Cardi B's boyfriend, which is Stefon Diggs, apparently he been getting exposed left, right, and center. He got all type of chicks, like he got a chick pregnant. He is, whatever you thought Offset was, he's 20 times worse, all right? Apparently, a chick was tired of Stefon Diggs trying to hide her and essentially blew up his spot. Now, if you don't know, Stefon Diggs is dating Cardi B. Cardi B left Offset because Offset's a cheater. She got with Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs has been known for long in half of these rap niggas in Atlanta. He's been all of the poppin' rappers, baby mamas, all type of shit. For whatever reason, that's who Cardi B's attracted to.
And there she is, right beside him, big smile and all. So let's just be honest about what's happening here. If things go sideways down the road and we end up hearing about heartbreak, betrayal, or another public scandal, that moment is going to be hard to sympathize with. Not because the pain wouldn't be real, but because the information was already out there. All of it. And she chose to step back in anyway. At a certain point, the pattern speaks for itself. If the men you're drawn to consistently turn out to be the same type, and you keep returning to that type even after seeing exactly how it plays out, then that's a choice, a conscious one. So if that day comes and the tears follow, just remember this moment right here. The smile, the public appearance, the fresh start with someone whose track record was already well established. You can't go in with your eyes open and then act surprised by what you find on the other side. She knows what she signed up for, and honestly, so do we.
Shocked? Are we surprised? Or did we figure this would happen? Cardi can't seem to stay away from these Sagittarius men. She does look happy though. They're at the Diggs Deep Foundation Wellness event that is supporting mothers in the DMV. And I mean, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. Looks like a nice little turnout. Now, whether they're back together or not, I mean, it seems to be, but you know, anytime Cardi is happy, here comes more stories and more other women, and the jealousy is there. And I mean, whether we like this man or not, like, they have a baby together, so they're gonna be in each other's lives for a long time to come. I did see though, people say, I love it, if they're happy, let them be, he choose who he wants in public, but down here, cruddy pothead said look like fake. We got as long as my girl happy, pray bro doesn't embarrass Cardi again. She chose love over being judged. That took a lot. Anyway, are y'all feeling it?
But here's the question a lot of people are actually asking. Was Cardi B real for this? Or did she play both sides? Think about it. When Stefon Diggs was at the lowest point of his life, facing a strangulation charge that could have put him away for up to 7.5 years, where was she? Because she wasn't on Instagram Live rallying behind him. She wasn't showing up to the courthouse. She wasn't making any public statements of support. For someone known for being extremely vocal about everything going on in her life, the silence was loud. She essentially disappeared after the Super Bowl situation, and that raises a fair question. If he had won that Super Bowl, would she have been right there celebrating with him, trophy in hand? Because the moment things went south, the loss, the legal case, the public embarrassment, she was gone. And let's look at just how bad things actually got for Diggs during that stretch. He lost his contract. The Patriots released him, cutting off a multi-million-dollar income. He was simultaneously dealing with a criminal case that carried nearly a decade of potential prison time. His entire future was genuinely uncertain. That's not a rough patch. That's a man watching everything he built start to collapse at once. His saving grace, ironically, was the NFL itself. The league chose to wait for the verdict before making any decisions about his career, which 5 or 6 years ago probably wouldn't have happened. The climate around these cases has shifted, and Diggs benefited from that shift. The case was ultimately resolved in his favor, and the NFL kept him on. And the moment things cleared up, Cardi B reappeared. There were also rumors during the trial that Cardi B had been involved in paying off the woman who filed the charges. Whether that's true or not, one thing is clear. She kept her distance from that entire
Alright, Cardi, pop out with your man and don't say nothing, okay? Pop out with that man and don't say nothing to nobody, okay? Because if you happy, then girl, that's good for you. But anyways, apparently Cardi and Stefon Diggs back together. And technically, did she really say they broke up? But that's neither here or there. But anyways, girl, I like how you waited till that man was found not guilty after that trial to pop back out with that man.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely want to hear where you stand on this one. And look, some of you might say we should stay out of people's personal lives. Fair point. But here's the thing. Cardi B has never kept her personal life personal. She has made a career out of putting everything on Front Street. Think about the whole Offset era. For years, she was going live constantly, sharing every detail of that marriage with the world, airing out every grievance in real time. She wasn't even releasing music during stretches of that period, just going online and volunteering information about her relationship that nobody even asked for. So now, after all of that, we're supposed to look at Stefon Diggs and treat him like he's a stand-up guy? Well, she's the same person who dragged Offset publicly for doing essentially the same things? That's the part that doesn't add up. The cheating, the outside women, the disrespect. That was the reason she gave for leaving Offset. But Diggs has had all of that same energy surrounding him, and somehow the response is completely different. Which brings up a point worth talking about honestly. A lot of people, women especially, will lay out a very clear set of standards. Monogamy is non-negotiable. Respect is non-negotiable. Loyalty is non-negotiable. And those standards are valid. But then the right person comes along, someone attractive enough, successful enough, or exciting enough, and suddenly those same non-negotiables become negotiable. The rules don't disappear, they just get quietly set aside for the right guy. And that's a pattern, not a one-time thing. If Cardi B is genuinely okay with the kind of relationship Stefon Diggs operates in, then that's a personal choice, and it is what it is. But trying to frame this as a love story comeback while the receipts are still fresh